Hey guys, so it is week 5, well, the end of week 5, yay. And this week we read about lesbianism. So we had a lot of interesting readings, four that we were required to read, and then we also had a few that were highly recommended, which I did take a look at those and got good, um, learned a lot from them, I should say. So the one of the first readings we had, Lesbianism as an Act of Resistance by Beverly Guy. I do not agree with that reading. Simply because I do not feel that women have become lesbians to be rebellious to men. I do not feel that they are trying to replace man or they're trying to take on the role of a man. I just feel like that is a woman who is attracted to other women. I have talked to uh one of my lesbian friends, and she's just like, I'm just not attracted to him. Like, she has nothing against guys. She has plenty of guy friends, plenty of female friends, and it's just what she's attracted to. So I do not feel that lesbians have become lesbians to simply just try to take over the role of a male. So that's my thought on that. And then the other one we had was the women identify women by radical lesbians. Um, that one, it was pretty interesting. They basically talked about the basic roles on that, and kind of touched on the gender roles, which kind of talked about one of the quotes I have from them. It says, "For she is caught somewhere between accepting society's view of her, in which case she cannot accept herself, and coming to understand that the sexist society, what the sexist society has done to her, and why it is functional and necessary for it to do so." So, this one basically talks about the basic roles of basically the patriarchal system, and I think it also touches on the struggle that lesbian women have who have not come out, who worry about being accepted, who worry about um, things that they may face from society's views of her, family views on her, and just blatantly being accepted, which I think is very important because a lot of not only just lesbians, but gay guys, everybody I feel like goes through this at a point in time. Well, the stories that I've heard from previous people, I think that's a big step for people to just, not care about what others think, and to just simply, come out and be free and, accept themselves. Because you have to accept yourself first in order to, seek acceptance from somebody else. So I really liked that one. And then the other reading we had was Butler, Imitation and Gender Insubordination. Wow. So that one, basically, one of the quotes I got from that is, "It is not possible to maintain and pursue heterosexual identifications and aims within heterosexuality practice, and homosexual identification and aims with heterosexual practice." So that one, I think it touches more so on the roles, and letting people know that, okay, I may be in a homosexual relationship, but we still can do things such as a heterosexual relationship. Um, we may be labeled as something, but we still take on the duties and we still do things just as a heterosexual, which also confirms that, there really is no difference but the title and who these people are attracted to. So I feel that's important as well to, sit up there and, let people know that there is a common ground between heterosexuals and homosexuals, which a lot of people do not like to see or do not accept or are just blind to the fact. The other one, my favorite, what the fuck is queer theory? So, queer theory is basically a series of questions that try to define what is normal. They touched on plenty of issues as far as, gender roles and the political system, which enlightened me a little bit because I wasn't, necessarily sure on the political system, and how they talked about how heterosexuality has now become a political regime. So that was interesting to me, and it really just, to me, after reading that, I came to the conclusion that there is no such thing as being normal. Um, what is supposedly normal is made up by this patriarchal society, which is by man who, feel that the world should run like this, society should be like this, and which really mainly was set up to benefit man, in my opinion. So that's that one. I also checked out the other highly recommended readings, which were really good too. Um, there was a short article. I think it was, oh, When You Meet a Lesbian. I like that one. I think that was I think that's very straight to the point, blunt, and everything. And I think I find myself doing it a lot of times. It's like I'd be like, oh God, I hope she don't try to hit on me, or I hope she don't think I'm this way. And it really just helps you and ensures you to just be yourself. Basically, don't assume anything from that other female because she's a lesbian, and she probably won't assume anything from you. Like, you guys are both females. She's just attracted to women, and you may or may not be. So I really like that one, and that was the other reading that I really liked, which I also touched in my annotated bibliography. So about my annotated bibliography, I was super nervous about it because I don't think that I got a whole bunch of feedback like I wanted. You know, I've been emailing, so hopefully Anna or Steven gets back to me soon. So yeah, that kind of actually went along with what we talked about this week as far as lesbianism and what is normal. So I think I did okay with it. I'm pretty confident. Readings helped out a whole lot, and I am kind of excited and nervous at the same time to see what the outcome is. For my hangout, we're still trying to get that together. I've done my portion. I'm just waiting to hear back from Anna or Steven to get a little bit of feedback and clarification on things. So hopefully I hear back from one of you guys soon. Practice project. Okay. So I have decided not to get a pedicure, and this is what I don't know if you guys can see. Like, can you see my toes? Wait, can you look at that? Like, it's all like crusty. The nail polish is slipping. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't hold my leg up that long. But my nail polish is going down far. I need to get, dead skin out the way. And I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's something I'm definitely not used to. So still holding on and working with that. As you can see, my nails are like totally different, but still working with that. Um, Interesting fact this week. So Sunday is Father's Day, and my dad decided he wants this $1 million cologne is what he told me. Dad, who is it by? I don't know, just $1 million. I go in the store, ask for $1 million cologne, and she's like, oh, it's called 1 million. So of course they're like different sizes. I go to Macy's, and of course Macy's is expensive as God knows what. So I ended up paying like $82 for one thing of cologne, and I just bought my dad cologne for like Christmas. I'm sure he hasn't used nearly half or a quarter of it. So I just bought him what he wanted. But in the meantime, I did get a big duffel bag that came with it for purchasing it. So we both are winning in this situation, especially since I'm about to go out of town Nice little carry on, I tell you that. So I was super excited about that. Okay, guys, that is basically it for this week. Um, yeah. So you guys, as always, have a safe and fun weekend. Tell you guys, fathers, happy Father's Day. Treat your fathers right. Have fun with the fam. Bye, guys.